It's Monday. It is Monday. Formula D was this weekend, and I'm sitting down to watch some FD. Now, guess what I heard? I heard it was controversy. I heard it was bad calls. I ain't hear because I had all my social media off. I didn't hear a thing, not one thing. And guess what that means? That means I'm gonna have a good viewing of this event. So, let's jump right into it. I got my coffee, McCrap, but it's good. So let's get into this, all right? Formula D Orlando, I am sure it was hot as
top 16 drivers.
But let's get into this. All right, top 16s, we don't need to see top 16. Just roll out. All the Falcon cars was together, that was clean as hell. Orlando's typically hot as hell, and they're calling it scorched. That's why, because it's always mad hot. Didn't Van Kirk, so we got the rookie Van Kirk going against the gauntlet. Hey, good thing he got in the show, though. Getting pulled on by a four-banger. Van Kirk's actually pretty cool. I met the cat, I think in 2015. Yo, he's hanging, though. Understeer did in a clip. Osbo is flying. So Van Kirk's a cool dude. He's the first person I played to settle course. So he brought his setup to Seattle, and I got to play on his rig. He had a G27. Osbo's car just doesn't look good sliding, but it's flying. If you look at the wheel angle, he has some angle, but Van Kirk just got pulled on. Coming off of that bank, boy, you slapped down like a pancake.
Lacking the fluidity in the transition, but other than that, this is a clean run from Osbo. Van Kirk playing a little bit of catch up there.
Please be mindful. We know they blocked.
It's weird to start off the event with probably the most bland driver. There's like no excitement that I can offer you on this run. Let's see what Van Kirk does. It was first person I ever seen do those headlight lids like that.
Nice job by Van Kirk.
It's Mike Pollard.
Van Kirk in that lead position, strong. Look at that. Osbo right there.
Van Kirk's pretty good, yo.
Now Osbo minus the
closing
angle.
in with that little fucking
and look at this, Van Kirk getting into the crease. I told you, Van Kirk not a pushover by any means.
Yo, he's good. For a rookie, he's pretty solid. And he's coming in with an S chassis, which is unless you got a lot of
a real
mechanical incline behind
you. You can see starts off pretty well, nice and high on the bank. Good smoke line being developed here.
Dude.
Consistent, makes a little bobble.
That was a good ass run. Good run. You can pat yourself on the back for that one. I'll clap it up for you.
As we come through the center section here, Van Kirk.
Good driving.
That inside clip is able to
you got it. Just had a tough one to go on your first one.
Pretty well, but Osbo's not letting him give away.
All right, Van Kirk and Osbo.
We all know
slide
that's
him left for Van Kirk, right for Frederick Osbo. Unanimously gets the win. Ken
all
Gucci
right,
that
here we go. What happened to Gucci's front bumper? Did he crash or something?
Turn 14 Falcon tires. Both these guys on Falcons, notably.
Interesting though. BRZ versus FRS, 2J versus V8.
Big
Both
Chevy
of
V8
them
with turbo strap
got
to
some
it.
power
Here
on
we go.
them, so.
And we got a clean start. Ken Gucci, Daijiro Yoshihara into that first outer zone. Ken Gucci high on the bank. Daijiro
guys up there, and they're both on Falcon tires this year, which is very interesting.
Here last year, he got third place. Ken usually jumping forward over the whoop section, but has to back
Ken's usually very stable. He has some points that you think that he's slow, but in chase position he'll come through and just sit on your door. It's crazy because they've both been in the game since the beginning.
Great tandem here.
And to see these two dudes driving, damn, I had to pop my shit. See these two dudes driving still.
Right in the pocket. That's high on the bank. Great smoke line. You can see coming down off the bank.
Between the two of them, you got 30 years of experience.
Now through the middle, dives in right there, then has to back off a little bit. Misses.
Dye got wavered a little bit, man. I wouldn't give him a strong chase on that.
Dye.
All I can say is action speaks louder than words, and the car looks very settled, poised. The car doesn't have many shimmies, especially watch when he initiates here.
The entry's real low on Ken, but then he closes up. Good Lord. See what I just said? You'll think Ken is slow, and then he'll sit on your damn door frame.
Ken Gucci allowing some transition of transfer of the vehicle in front of him. He does that, and look at Dye right in the crease, in the
Dye had better car position on his lead run.
Well done by Dye.
The chase was a little bit bit better from Ken Gucci.
Yeah, I think in the chase,
I think
Gucci
Ken
had the better bank,
did the better chase.
Dye
And
had the better
Dye
second
had
half
the
of the
better
run. Let's take a look at this. This is a great job, full commitment by both drivers. Ken up in the pocket, closing the door there, falls back for a second, then gets back on it through the smoke line. Nice job by Dye to hit that inside.
I don't know, yo. I think I would give it to Ken.
Gets right back on it. Gucci trying to control.
I would give it to Ken because his lead run was solid and his chase was better on the bank.
Andy and Brian. Andy says one more time.
One more time.
And Brian says,
Brian, what you got?
Ken Gucci gets the win. Coming from
Falcon.
Ohio.
Oh, so Van Kirk and his mother.
Here we go. And Dirk Stratton lighting him up quickly. Look at that thing. That is a smoke machine. But no matter how much smoke you make, you need to get it up there to the top of that wall. Peter Visick does that. So transition into the flat bottom. Dirk and the drift vet. Strike.
Who's he going against?
Peter
That's
Visick
Peter.
about the third hashtag.
Peter.
And bringing it into that.
I don't know how you would pronounce that without
so
sounding
wow,
hella
a lot
weird.
of things going on
Peter.
here. Man, Dirk Stratton, did you see him just drop a gear and the smoke just billows out of the back of that car?
Well, just about the only mistake that Peter made out front was missing that second inside clip. Let's take a look at it here.
Yeah, he's way too low on the bank. See those yellow marks in the center of the bank? They want you above that.
Those yellow hash marks. Right here, Peter is just going to go a little bit
Peter.
long on that second inside clip.
He said Peter. Able to connect Peter's riding though, man. Those cars are just
kind of nitpicking the lead run.
Dirk Stratton will lead.
Very, very settled.
Peter Visick.
I'm excited to see what Dirk does in the lead because that vet should have some bounce on him.
Dirk Stratton transitions. Nice, nasty flick from Dirk Stratton. Cannot shake Peter Visick.
Man, Peter is there. God, look at the smoke clouds.
Into that first front clip. Both of them on it.
Peter had a better
Dirk
clip.
Dirk Stratton dialing in. Tight to that second clip. And look at Peter
Dirk
Visick
strike hard. God,
this is what he's been doing all day, and he does it again.
You can't get away from this dude. Peter's an assassin.
Stratton and Visick.
And he's flying to the infield. Good Lord.
And
hey man, that's what happens when you just push it. Dirk Stratton did work though. Again, good job. These rookies are these rookies ain't too bad.
On this second run here,
this guy is saying Peter's name is killing me. Peter, you don't have to try to emulate his Poland freaking vernacular. Just say Peter Witzik.
Dirk and staying there.
Hat tip to both these guys. Slide him left for Stratton or right for Peter Visick is your victor.
Uh-oh.
Here we go. Chris Forsberg.
Yo, so I don't like Forsberg's livery, but I like that car this year. And I heard he changed to a different VQ.
Looks like he even taps the wall after look at the replay, Ryan. Castro,
like even from Long Beach. Listen to it.
In that smoke signal. Forsberg rocking it away. Castro getting out of shape. Takes out that front clip.
Forsberg gets the tire up on
just
the
a little bit, but then gets back into the fold.
Yo, so I heard he changed to a different VQ that he had already. He had a different VQ from the last year's VQ.
Still very exciting. Forsberg does get into the wall,
but
he's able
wiggling
to
around.
keep angle in the car and not let it mess him up too much.
He ain't getting the good one like he got last year with James Dean.
Opportunity to close the door, but then right here, as he cuts through the smoke line, he realizes he's on too tight of a line. He has to make an adjustment. He gets that inside.
And see, so that little tire going up on the bank isn't going to affect Forsberg's judgment because Castro made so many bad moves on his chase. But if he had been in,
Castro initiates. Forsberg has to back off quickly. He initiates
so now Forsberg had a good mistake. Let's see if Castro has a good
Now
run.
Forsberg lunges forward here in this flat bottom section. Castro tries to get out to the outer zone. Fails to do so. Forsberg
solid
to the
chase
door.
on the second half, but I don't know. Maybe
a bit wonky right from the start.
Well, he didn't go off track. I think Jonathan Castro went off track one tire and blasted the cone,
Castro does
and he
not
had
get
a
to
shitty
angle
bank.
right away. And that does look like it played a little bit of a role in what Forsberg was able to do there. I'd like to go back and see that again, but usually you see
Castro did
snap
some weird
right to initiation, hold that, get back on throttle, and get through that section of the course. But here we go on the last half.
That's why I ain't a judge, yo.
Castro here is almost out to that line.
Castro's very shallow as well on that. He's supposed to be
Chris
over
Forsberg,
that
and there it is. Chris Forsberg gets the win. So this should be a battle of the ages. People want to see on the internet. So James Dean will lead.
If Forrest did add more grip to his car, we're gonna see right now.
Here we go. Send it, fellas.
James Dean is out of here.
Who's moving on to the Grade 8? James Dean initiates. Kind of a slow trickle there for James Dean. Massive angle from Dean.
Low angle from Forrest, and he's lower down the line.
To
Looks like
the angle of James Dean. Now
James is flying. Look how fast he gets back on throttle. Watch on the replay. Look at James Dean's rear wheels. The smoke dies for a second and comes right back on. That he gets.
But you can see
Man,
from the get-go
watch him drive.
that
This
Wang
is
really trying
I
want to
drive like us. Look how he's on the bank, full throttle, right? Forrest is making mistakes, so we know he lost that one. But look, right here, he's still on throttle, transition, no throttle, back on throttle right there. That is insane. That car is either very tight or he is so confident in how he knows he could push that car back online. That's insane that they have that car set up that good. Now let's see if Forrest actually has the legs to run.
Here we go. Forrest Wang out front. James Dean at chase position. Both of them initiating. Almost identical. Look at and Forrest Wang gets into the wall. He had that lack of angle and really threw him off that bank.
He's three-wheeling too.
Off the back.
Yo!
Oh, Dean, we got contact from the back.
That boy's standing on the end when he run into that upper wall. What just happened? Did he bend the wheel or did he beat a tire?
That could have affected the car's performance. Then you have to see the contact there from James Dean. Ryan,
so he had a kind of lazy flick for Forrest. Forrest usually chucks it out. He had no angle. Then he bounced up off the wall. So I don't know if he DB'd the tire because he three-wheeled right up there and he came down, still rocking it, but he just dies
and Dean has nowhere to go. So my first pass evaluation on this is it's going to be fault to Forrest Wang.
Damn, Forrest, that was going to be a good battle, too.
So slide him left for Forrest Wang, slide him right for James Dean, and James Dean gets the victory. This
Better
is
luck next time. Okay. Frenemy fodder right here. They just doing this. Just luckily happened for the YouTube channel. Again, Odie's battling Falcon colors on both rounds.
High on the bank.
Matt is in there. Wow.
Here we go.
Oh, no. I don't know if Odie hung it out too long, though.
Like I said,
did he hang it out too long? Because they're supposed to be back on throttle coming off of that.
Matt Field does as well, exchanging paint, but coincidentally,
man.
the same colored paint job.
Odie, I think he stayed in that outer zone longer, at least longer than Matt anticipated. But look, let's see. Look up on the fence. And as they come right here, that's the end of outer zone.
Looks like he's about to go a little bit long. Matt doesn't really have anywhere to go, make some contact there, but both drivers get back into it. Incredible battle.
I'm not sure if I would fault Matt for that. I'm really not sure if I'd fault Matt for that.
Matt Field,
let's see what Matt does in the lead. I want to see this vet eat. Let her eat, son. Flying. But Odie got juice too, man.
See if Odie can gain some proximity, chase him down, allowing him transition in front of him, approaching that second front clip, both of them.
Matt's standing in there. He's shallow. Odie went up on the bank. Odie just went up on the bank. All right, watching the replay, Odie, as soon as they get past inner clip and then get to that outer zone, Odie put his rear tire right up on the bank. Matt had a good entry. It was a little slight flick. I would have liked to see a doper flick from him, which would have held more angle in that outer zone run. Look at those front wheels on Odie using that left foot brake. And then look, Odie comes in through inner clip and then up on the bank right there.
A little bit on the inside of that cone, and then he goes a little bit
Matt's roasting.
Now, does that even things out?
Slide him left for Field, right for
So,
Bakshi's.
I would say one more time.
Ryan says Odie Bakshi's. Andy says one more time, and Brian says one more time.
All right. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. JTP
and a clean start
with his new Viper. JTP is rocking that faint entry.
Into that outer zone.
Kind of just bumped the wall, but he's still in it.
Dean Carney.
He is still in it. Blue wheels are growing on these Smurf moves. Dean did not give him any room, and Justin still swung at him. That's Justin's lead all the way. He's very shallow. Dean was trying to close in, and he closed in on the shallow line. He didn't give the room for the transition anyway. He kind of closed up, which gave him a hard transition because Justin's front or his back bumper was right there in the way. He bumped the wall right there. Now watch Dean come down, and he closed on him crazy. which makes it harder to transition, which makes his line wider, and he blew inner clip, and then he goes shallow to try to catch Justin. Justin just up there doing his own thing. Now let's see how he handles this Viper in the lead. Why did he go so slow?
Away they go from the start line. Wow, Justin Pollock already right there.
He's quicker rate to angle. Now he's dropping down. Now why is that Viper going so slow? Because Justin was riding and that Viper was in the game. I don't know if Dean is playing games, but Justin's sitting back there being very composed. He's being very composed. He knows Spotter should have relayed to him that he's got the lead and relax because he has the demerits. Watch. Why is he taking off so slow? Cause Justin to have to clutch kick.
Swoops right behind Dean, tries to initiate it at
he
the same
dips
time.
in on it. Now they don't have any front markers, no front brake lights anymore. They're supposed to have either stickers on the tires or markers on the rim so you can see them brake. But Dean does a very good job with not locking up tires, so that wouldn't matter. But you've got to wonder why Dean's going so slow on the bank, which causes Justin to have to dip in, dip out, dip in, dip out. They judge for Justin anyway, so they've seen all of that work. So good judging.
And we are clear to send.
Man, Turek's car is disappointing. That just looks like a mozzarella stick with a cherry fruit roll up around it with some mustard on it. That is not a good livery, man. Kristoff's fully understeered their inner clip.
Into that second front clip.
Kristoff is getting served. That motor sounds good. Turk is one of those dudes, man, that you don't get impressed with his driving either. But he be flying.
Understeered through the center section there. Let's
yeah, he understeered through the center section.
We are now seeing time and time again
good
how
flick
important
from
timing this
Turek.
initiation is.
Kristoff is on his game. Turek is not up on the wall. Then Turek gets up to the wall. Kristoff is making all kind of adjustments. He comes down off the bank understeered.
Right there. You see that? See how the wheels went the other way.
And then once again, why? Because if you mess up that center section, there's really no way for you to take that momentum and dive into that inner clip quick enough. So
1,000 horsepower under their hood.
That's the hard part of gauging the space that you're going to give so you can make an aggressive transition and go down in. Kristoff is rocking it.
Just on it. Look at that. The cotton ball is just coming off the back of that BMW. Ryan Turk.
I'll have to show you on the replay when Kristoff is coming out of outer zone 1. God, he's up on the bank though. When Kristoff is coming out of outer zone 1, you can see those markers on the rims. He's slowing the wheel down with left foot braking. That's clean. He slows the wheel down. He doesn't stop it to a skid. Now watch his front passenger side coming off of the bank. Oh, they're not going to show it. They switched the camera. Oh no, there you go.
He falls way behind. Starting to get back to center now, but is it enough to?
Ryan got killed, but Kristoff's had a bad chase, and then he went up on the bank right there.
Run towards the end.
Slide him left for Kristoff, slide him right for Ryan Turk, or are we going one more time? Ryan Turk says Ryan, Andy says one more time, and Brian Eggert says Ryan Turk gets the win.
One more time.
Of the Formula Drift broadcast.
See what these frenemies do now. Matt knocked over the cone.
Out front.
Knocked over the cone. Restart.
Oh, and Matt Field shuts it. Okay. We got a cone down. Got a restart. All right.
If I was Matt Field's team, I would have turned some juice up on him. Because I think Matt has the talent to keep the car behind him, even though it's really tight. But I'll turn up that juice, kid.
From the top, Odie Bakshis.
They turned the juice up on Odie's jam, too. God dang.
Keeping the distance.
All right, here we go.
Wow, almost.
Matt screwed it.
Field. Big mistake there. Gets out of shape. Oh, that's going to be a bummer for Matt Field.
Oh, Matt.
Starts getting shaken out here. Let's look at this again here, Ryan.
They might have tightened it up, or he just got a bad bounce.
If Matt touched his vehicle between the runs, I'd have to imagine that he did because of the one more time to fix that.
So coming off of the wall, he comes down, catches a bounce, and then front wheels just went everywhere. He probably knew he was going to go over the line at the point that he transitioned, and he second-guessed it, which made him go back the other way.
That's pretty much an incomplete.
That sucks. At least show me some fire in the lead run, Mr. Fields.
What's going on? Here we go. Matt Field out front.
Riding. Hell of a track.
Now he's got something to prove.
He chucked the hell out of that.
As Odie Bakshis. Couple car distance back.
He's getting some angle in that vet, boy.
And Odie, it looks like Odie doesn't. He's kind of lacking the angle.
Yo, what's going on with Odie?
Odie Bakshi's does not look 100%.
Matt had an incomplete pass though, so Odie, even though that was a trash chase, Odie's gonna go through.
Odie Bakshi's, yeah, that left rear tire at some point DB'd it through the course.
Oh, he DB'd it.
Getting
hairy.
Yeah, getting crazier and crazier. What? You can see Odie is playing catch-up right here. Matt has a solid lead run out front. He's pretty high on the bank. It's through the center side.
Oh, yep, understeered right there.
And then coming back around.
And look at that tire. It's off the rim.
Angle coming across. Odie has
wow, I didn't see that. I was watching Matt's run the whole time. It's going to go to Odie because at least Odie completed the run.
Ryan says one more time, so they could go one more time.
Nope, it's going to Odie.
Do we have a winner? And there it is. Odie Bakshi's gets the win. The NOS energy drink, great game. Our first battle is here. No cones are hit, clean start.
I got Osbo on this. Look,
quick race to angle. Look at that angle, sticking into the wall once again. Just a textbook initiation. Ken Gushi ducking in the smoke trail.
Ham on him in a chase position.
Look at that, regains that proximity.
Look how much faster that Corolla is.
As Osbo.
Yeah, that Corolla's dumb fast.
I mean, just
it looks dumb, but it's dumb fast too.
Yeah, Jared, a lot of times with Frederick Osbo, it's the same story. He's got that high qualification. He starts off with a solid lead. He does that again here. Ken Gushi tries to time it, get up in the pocket, does a pretty decent job, and you can see he's really closing the door coming off the bank. Then a little bit
These two drivers don't
there.
inspire
Gushi looks for
excitement.
another opportunity to attack. Osbo pulls ahead again. Gushi back again, so a back and forth battle here. Gushi never really on the door.
All right, here we go. The other half of this.
Come on, Goose. Show me something. No, Osbo's going to win it, though.
Gushi throws it in. Osbo right there.
Oh,
wow,
my goodness.
Osbo almost rubbing his tire on the door.
But then look at his wheel angle coming off of outer zone 1. It's always
transitions through Frederick Osbo.
A couple of corrections. What's going on with Osbo?
To gain some ground. And Gushi and Osbo cross the finish line. Make some noise, Orlando.
Look at Osbo's wheel coming off outer zone. He's in chase position, so he damn near goes from a good amount of lock, like 50, 60 degrees of counter steer, and then he comes down to like 20. Look at that.
Rubbing the door of Gushi. Then we get a little bit of a back off from Osbo, and then surging again
on
the
attack. And then that's a correction, and he still barely got any angle. They're still going to give it to Osbo. Ken caught that fade.
Andy and Brian. Ryan says Andy and Brian. Frederick Osbo.
So I believe the most scoring portion of the course is on that bank. So if you dominate that bank, I believe you got the majority of the scoring points. Yo, Peter Winsick versus Chris Forsberg.
Good angle, high on the bank. Forsberg drops in. Now
the Jay-Z sounds crazy, but then you got that weird VR or VQ that's probably mimicked a VR right behind you, sounding like a damn biplane.
We got a clean start.
Forsberg better bounce.
Quite a bit of distance between.
Weird entry. What are you doing, Chris? Aside from flying. Oh, Peter went wide.
Clip slamming down.
Inner clip killing him.
Front clip.
And he is murdering Peter.
And Peter Visick, not part of the equation here. As
that just gave him the win.
Ran a solid
guaranteed
lead run.
Leading, he gets an incredible jump out of the gate. I mean,
look at the weird entry Chris does.
Like Peter
don't know what's going on there, but really I guess that's his standard thing. It's like a stalled entry.
And he does to a certain extent, but then we see him fall off.
Just
and
bounced on Cuz.
6-7 car lengths.
Yeah, I was just about to say there's like 5 car lengths.
Meanwhile, Forsberg is not cutting the line. He's staying deep into the zone, gets all the way through.
The final 4. Slide him left for Forsberg, right for Peter Winsick. And Ryan says Chris Forsberg's
doing work. Sorry, Peter. I am a fan still, but Forsberg did that.
The final 4.
Oh, look what we got. Odie versus James Dean, the teammates back to back.
Dean exits out, little
Dean
feint
showing
entry.
What it is, though.
Dean high on the bank, once again, like a broken record.
So fast.
Odie Bakshi's.
James Dean is huffing it again with the throttle, the early throttle. As a judge, you have to be impressed with that. As a fan, if you realize what you're looking at, you have to be impressed with
both
that.
these guys. They make it look so
Watch
easy.
the replay, man. He's coming off of that bank, and he chucks the counter steer.
Better and better.
So he chucks the entry solid, glued to the wall the entire run, the whole bank. Look at that. Comes off of the bank, good angle still, chucks transition, off throttle, back on throttle. Amazing shit. And it doesn't even look like he's checking handbrake. If he does check the handbrake, we can't really even see it because the car is so far sideways. It's not like as dragged then in the angle. He just chucks the angle. See, he doesn't chase position though. Odie need to ride out. Odie's low on the wall. He's definitely lower on the wall than James was. So James wins the bank. He's close on proximity. He is digging him in proximity. Inner clip.
But look at
Odie's up on the bank again. Odie's trying to go too fast, I guess.
And like you said, you start splitting.
So Odie lost that.
No craziness, no.
Ain't no splitting hairs. Odie lost that.
It was just a straight up.
He wasn't up on the wall. Good entry, but he's off the wall by like 3 feet right there. He's got way more proximity than Odie had on the chase. And in this transition, he's trying to go way too fast. And he blows inner clip, and then he goes up on outer clip. Or outer zone, I should say.
But Odie allows that gap.
So,
and it looks
nope.
like we might
slide him right, all the Dean. That should be unanimous.
Slide him left. James Dean, slide him right. James Dean is your winner. James Dean advances on. So he would need to win.
Justin versus the cheese stick with fruit roll-up wrapping.
Here we go. JTP, Justin Pollock.
Rolling Bernie. That's so gangster. Y'all gotta admit the gangsterism of that. Glued to the wall, coming off outer zone at the perfect spot. Inner clip, lovely. Like he hesitated. What was that? That was a hezzy? What is Justin doing? I don't know if that was a hezzy, but it looked like a hezzy.
Nosing in with that Toyota 86.
Hold on. What did he do? After inner clip 1. Watch after inner clip 1. Nice flick. Rolling Bernie is gangster shit. Outer zone 2, field the, or outer zone 1, field the whole zone. Now look, comes off inner clip and then speed drop, and then speed back up. You could always tell by the smoke line on what's going on with the throttle. He's marking it, but Ryan Turk is just in there.
Ryan Turk now in that lead
Give me a good chase, cuz.
Send it. Here we go.
Flickety flick. Whoa! Yo, Justin got some composure this year, man. What we gonna do here? Real shallow on that, and shallow again. Those are 2 mistakes he just made. And Turk's bouncing on him.
Exactly. Compromise the angle to gain that ground.
I don't know if he's out of tire or what, but I think that's going to Ryan. So, look at the stall up. It's the same thing like Chris Forsberg does. And then he holds off and then gets back on. But that's very good composure. Me looking at that, him as a driver, super grown. Then from inner clip 1 to inner clip 2, that's the problem area. But now the whole run is thrown off. And Ryan is just flying. But that's impressive to see. And I think, what's this? This is after, so top 16 was the Viper. So he's going on the top 8. Again, this is the second round he's going out in the top 8, and he's qualified higher than Ryan Turek, which means he's got a good finishing.
All right, setting cars, here we go.
Osbo and Forsberg. This is the top 4.
Chris Forsberg in tow. Osbo way higher than Forsberg.
What is Forsberg doing?
Really struggling to get the height that Osbo does, and now into that first front clip, transition into the second.
Forsberg closing in crazy.
Forsberg gaining that ground.
And Osbo's fast.
Both the drivers go, these 2 champs.
Yo, I think, and they just bumped.
Brian, let's take a look at this again.
I think Forsberg has a hell of a car this year. If his motor package stays together, he's good. Terrible entry, though. Terrible angle, too.
Frederick Osbo.
And then he's strong inner clip. Now he's chasing, closing, strong inner clip 2, jumping in the outer zone, matching Osbo door to door, putting his tire on his door. Now,
Forsberg's door a little forgiving.
I don't know what's going on here. He better do Max.
Here we go. The second half of this battle. Who's going to the finals? It's going to be Forsberg or Osbo. Forsberg initiates.
Same halt on entry. Osbo didn't know what to do. Now it is Bounce City.
Now, into that first front clip.
Bounce City.
This is where Forsberg rocketed away from Pieter earlier.
He's got to have the perfect car suspension for tire wear because Cuz is flying.
So Forsberg, for some reason, just kills the second half of this track against
he does.
now against Osbo.
Well, Osbo starts off strong here on the bank, Jared. You can see gets the timing
way
right.
higher on the bank.
Osbo
had the same chase position. So as far as he has the same chase position, if you're looking at chase to chase, they both had trash entries on the bank. And then there's no way he had a close enough chase as Chris Forsberg did. So I think Forsberg just beat Osbo.
Forsberg, slide him right for Osbo.
I think Forsberg just beat Osbo. One more time.
Andy says,
I think.
One more
Oh
time.
man, they're going one more time.
Dean and Turk.
All right, James Dean, send this guy home, man. I'm tired of seeing lunch meat.
Dean will lead.
That car is
and Ryan
not
Turk
good
will give
to look
chase.
at.
Here we go. Second half of this Final Four bracket. Dean initiates. Ryan Turk throws it in. James Dean, great angle. Look at the smoke coming off both these guys. James Dean slams down. Looks like Ryan Turk's got a little bit of attitude with the car.
Man.
And James Dean and Ryan Turk, look at that, gaining some ground, but James Dean dialed
speed
in
that they're keeping
position.
Because of the grip.
A great job from both these guys.
Because that's got to be a slippery section of the track. Like you think about it, that's flat to bank, and you're setting the wall right in the middle of the flat to bank.
Not let James get away.
You're setting your tire just in a spot that normally doesn't get traction put
He's
down.
not right on the door, but this is very strong in terms of competition between these two guys. Turk doing what he needs to do. And
look at this. He sits his rear tire right in the groove, and then he moves right to the base of the bank. So he is sliding right at the base of the flat in the bank.
Split down the middle. Here we go. And we got a clean start. Here we go. Ryan Turk
nice
throws
flick,
it in.
low
James
on the
Dean
entry though, but then he just closes the door like a
James
mother.
Dean right on the door. Ryan Turk.
Is he gonna give him space to transition? That's such a good chase driver, man. When you give that space to transition. And Ryan's flying. He wasn't able to close it. He was not able to close gap.
Look at that, losing some ground.
He was not able to close gap.
This is
what do we make of that?
The tire, keeping it together, the attrition. He says,
yeah, he had to be out of tire.
But does he have enough tire here in this second half?
I think you're absolutely right there. That is tires playing a role. And you can see the difference between Turk and Dean is pretty noticeable.
What tire is Turk and Forsberg on?
There, he dives right in. But after that, he kind of gives it up a little bit in terms of his ability
Are they on
to be
Nixon?
with the same proximity.
I don't see anything on the car.
You can see the tires are going. He's not able to keep the grip in the car.
And here we go. Do we have a winner? Are they going one more time as well?
Are they
Ryan
on
Turk
Nixon tires?
versus James Dean. And James Dean gets the victory. James Dean advances on.
Okay. Because of the bank, he killed him on the bank.
We're ready to send it here.
One more time.
And away they go.
I think they're on Nixon.
Clean start, no cones hit. Let's see what we got. Osbo throws it in.
I'll look that up.
Smoke machine just gets turned on immediately.
Osbo
big angle from Osbo.
Look at all that smoke coming off that ugly ass car.
Gets close to him on that first front clip, transitioning into that second. Now into
Forsberg
the crease goes
is
Osbo
in there.
and Forsberg.
He got the setup perfect
right
for the inner portion of the track. Good Lord.
No contact made after the finish line. Again, Forsberg is just annihilating that second outer zone.
He got the code for this game.
Kind of the opposite of the Dean strategy. Gives a little bit of a space on the bank. Then he starts to reel Osbo in right here. Coming
after inner clip
into
one,
the crease area through
it's game time.
The middle
Closed
section
up. Look at that.
Whoops, and then
and
right
he just
here
gets
into the
in
pocket.
there. In there, on your door, cuz.
Osbo, but the chase there.
On that ugly ass door, cuz.
Seizing the opportunity. On the second half
I want to see cone strike.
Now up front, he's got the clean air, and it looks like it is a restart. He wants to make it a perfect event.
I want to see this guy. I want to see him gap
that
yellow ass school bus. Get out of here with that car, cuz.
All right, now we got a clean start. Who's going to the finals against James Dean? Forsberg initiates.
That entry caught him off again. But we've seen he's done it every time. Flying. He's gone on him. He went off track. He just went off track. Forsberg just beat Osbo.
Forsberg might have this victory with a mistake, a massive mistake by Frederick Osbo. Ryan, let's look
How
at
many
this
tires
again.
did he go off track?
That was
Definitely went way off line.
But
I think he went one or two tires off. That entry is weird, man. The spotters have to relay that Forsberg does a hesitation entry. I don't know what he's doing. Oh, man, he went way off. He went 3 tires off.
Huge mistake by Oswald.
He went 3 tires off.
Proximity.
Spotter has to be able to relay that to the driver. Forsberg is doing something. It's a flick to handbrake, and then he stalls and then gets on it. And that's very hard to relay that to your driver because you don't know how long of a period of time that he's going to do it. All you got to do is try to warn him that he's going to do it.
Here we go.
Is this the finals?
Chris Forsberg. The finals are here. James Dean
this is the finals.
Into the bank. Forsberg. Not as high as James Dean. James Dean executing flawlessly. Forsberg transitioning.
But he kind of didn't have anywhere to go, so I don't know. Forsberg is doing work, man.
Forsberg regains the ground. James Dean
Forsberg is doing work.
Right there.
He had that bad movement between interclip 1, the transition from 1 to interclip 2, but he didn't have anywhere to go, and that's the problem when you chase real deep coming off of a portion of track like that. So he's real deep. He's proving that he's got the setup, but then right here,
he hits that inside clip. And he falls back for a second,
but like he did in the last James Dean has to make a big mistake, or he has to kill James Dean in a way that is just going to cause you to catch a charge. Caught a cone again. Is he rolling over the cone, or is something on his car hitting the cone?
The cone is down here at Orlando Speed World. Round 2 of the Formula Drift.
I don't know what's going on and why he keeps hitting his cone.
Chris Forsberg versus James Dean. 1, 2, 3.
Let's see if he does his entry again.
And around the world.
Flick.
Forsberg initiates.
It does. James Dean killed himself.
James Dean gets out of shape, slams into the wall.
What happened?
Continues. Chris Forsberg, a victory lap for him. Want to make sure that James Dean is okay.
Dude, what happened?
Went south? And with that, Chris Forsberg will undeniably be your winner. Fortunately, James Dean is on the other side of the vehicle, and he is moving. Round of applause for James Dean.
That's a tall
and Chris
motherfucker.
Forsberg. Wow.
Dude, James Dean is wild tall.
That thing just whack. It went straight up.
Well, we see this
what
a
did he
couple
do?
times at this event, at least once a year. Right here, you can see James goes into the wall. We saw that last year, I believe, with Ken Gucci, perhaps. But one of the drivers last year went into the wall.
Forsberg has the cheat code, man. Not the cheat code, but look how much taller he is than Forsberg, even when he steps up on the bank with him. Dude is super tall.
Orlando Speed World. The Rockstar entering
we know that's going to Forsberg. Forsberg got that.
Frederick, the Norwegian Hammer Osbo.
Look how tall it's Forsberg, then Osbo, and then James Dean.
And I assume you know
because Osbo's pretty tall too.
Win, but let's do it anyway.
Forsberg looks like a midget.
At Orlando Speed World, playing host of the second
midget
round
in a white suit. Look, he's fidgety. You know he's trying to set up to jump on his car. You know he want to jump up on his car. Look at him. He's like, I'm gonna jump right there. Right there. Yeah, right there. Here you go. Alley-oop. And then lose your balance.
And with that, second place here.
He's got to stop doing that.
Scorch, presented by Fast Orange, the
wild
warehouse.
Corn, and it looks funnier even though he's in a white suit now.
James, the Machine Dean.
He's a gray hair cuz right there.
There's your 1, 2, and 3.
Anyway, Formula D's cool.
5 championships between
this
them.
round wasn't like hella exciting or nothing.
Forsberg.
But it was alright. It was interesting to see Forsberg driving like that. I'm interested to see if they've got that 370 sorted. I know the 350 is a different beast. 350 had a longer wheelbase. 370 has a shorter wheelbase and it's wider. And now that they've got this different motor set up, I do believe that there's a tuning company working with them on that car, which is like they do a lot of GTR R35 tuning. So whatever motor that they just put in that car is the same formula that they do on the VR38s. And that car is probably going to end up being developed into one of the craziest 370Zs. So Forsberg is going to be a guy to watch. Why does he have this light blue Puma crap on his suit? That looks so weird. Their livery is so weird. I'm just not sold. But we're going to have to watch Forsberg as he develops this car through the year, because last year was the first year it was trash. Their motor package wasn't awesome. And this year, if he's producing like 800 to 900 horsepower and consistently throughout the year, that car holds together, all they've got to worry about is suspension. So, good event. Not exciting, but it was solid to see Forsberg do well. So, that's going to be it. I'm going to go do something. I got to go to the DMV, get some cars registered. And I guess I'm going to watch some other drifting because I need to be excited. This wasn't all that. Nah, whatever.
You got to have dedication, hard work, plus patience. To some more of my sacrifice, I'm done waiting. Told you that I wasn't playing. Now you hear what I've been saying. Dedication.